God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with a light from above. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Bearable Bull here. And I got this aggressively average content for you today. As ladies and gentlemen, I'm so grateful to be an American, and I'll tell you exactly why. Because in this nation right now, we have two old men nearing death, one with dementia and another one with 55 trillion indictments against him running for president at the exact same time. And then one of them posted laser eyes on their Twitter feed, and that caused Bitcoin to go past $50,000. This is America, a country full of hooligans and delinquents, and absolute savages that get theirs. Guys, this is unbelievable. The crypto market is preparing itself for its 2024 bull run. The Bitcoin ETFs were passed. The Bitcoin halving is coming in April. The resolution to this Ripple case and its totality is coming, suspectedly in April. And an XRP perfect storm is brewing more and more every single day. Here we have Sean McBride, former Ripple employee, stating that big news is coming from Ripple and XRP in the coming days. And I believe him. I believe in the darkest of moments, when your back is against the wall and you expect XRP to die, that is when it comes back to life and rises like a phoenix out of the ashes to remind us exactly what we own. So ladies and gentlemen, with that said, I have to tell you all this. I have to give a special shout out to the XRP community, as I just passed 300,000 followers on Twitter. It absolutely means the world to me. And trust me when I say, when I started making these videos, I never imagined saying aggressively average every single day I would get to where I am today with this community. And guess what, my friends? Now we're gonna get paid for all the knowledge and work we've done. XRP's year is 2024, and I'm declaring it out to the universe. And something else I need to remind all of you of is that this March I will be attending the Gold Coast Conference in Australia. And I'm absolutely excited to meet my Australians, as you guys are some of my favorite people. Now, in addition, I have been having some things going on in my personal life that has limited me from posting my two-a-days. But now that everything's in the clear, I'll be back on the regular scheduled program. Guys, in the coming days and over the past couple weeks, we've been getting more and more knowledge about XRP's technology and technological updates. Good Morning Crypto posted the XRPL introduces an EVM Side Chain that will be rewarding validators in XRP, enabling users to hold XRP and use all EVM contract capabilities. This is important, and the CEO of Pierce's Technology elaborated this during a discussion with Crypto Eddie. He states the most important thing is all these things will create demand for XRP. We will generate an entire economy that is growing the XRP ledger itself. And ladies and gentlemen, I have to say this, the builders on XRP will be what drive the value in price up over the coming months. The more people, the more attention, the more price action we get in XRP, the more it compounds on itself. The XRP community is the greatest community of people on the planet. And yes, we are cult-like for our digital asset. We'll get even more so when the price gets higher. But people like this are what's going to drive the demand. EVM Capabilities is one of the biggest limiting features that has caused XRP to not explode like Ethereum, like Solana, AVAX, and other smart contract platforms. But the more and more we see things like this, the more all of you should know how close we are to generational wealth.
With the EVM sidechain, the main benefit is that the native currency is XRP. So basically, you can hold XRP and use all the EVM contracts rather than being able to or needing to sell. And the most important point is that all these things will create a demand for XRP. We'll use this XRP to be distributed to the validators of the XRP ecosystem that will be reinvested in growing, hire more people that will grow more, and we generate an entire economy that it's growing inside the XRP ledger itself.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell you time and time again, the more these technological updates and technological capabilities come here to the XRPL, the more the builders build, the more value that will be created for our investment. Minus Wells posted. Right now, there is a 97.1% yes vote for wanting native smart contracts on the XRPL. We've witnessed Ether completely restruct its network from proof of work to proof of stake. It's looking to achieve 1,000 transactions per second. Meanwhile, we here are still debating whether we want native layer 1 smart contracts. We need them, and that's important. Once we get them, I think the tide shifts. And to add on to this, Anders Lumberg here on Twitter stated he doesn't believe Ripple will be able to achieve its goals for XRP as a common bridge asset and cross-border payments without the automated market makers amendment, simply because there won't be enough liquidity, and liquidity is a chicken and egg problem, which I 100% agree about. There won't be assured success with it, but I'd bet it's an assured failure without it. Ripple themselves could provide tons of liquidity this way, since they're sitting on so much XRP, plus certain incentive programs. And guys, we're so close to seeing these systemic changes to this specific digital asset that we need to see the tokenization, realization of utilization. Next up, on the world stage, behind the scenes of the banking system, we have 6 new projects coming up in 2024. Project Leap, Project Symbiosis, Project Aurum, Project NGFS Data Directory 2.0, Project Promissa, and Project Hertha. They're looking to build out this new system now. The BIS is testing threats from quantum computing, AI and big data, for transparency in supply chains, CBDC transactions, greenifying the financial system, the tokenization of promissory notes through DLT, and network analytics to detect cybercrime. All these things are initial steps before mass adoption, before regulation and regulatory clarity. And all of this is going to be happening throughout 2024, before the Big Bang. Oh, this is going to be an amazing time for crypto. And you better understand that the tokenization of assets are going to be the biggest step that we need to take forward before quite literally the floodgates make us multi-millionaires. Here from the Bank of England, they talk about why stablecoins are favored over Bitcoin. And they talk about the tokenization of assets through DLT.
I mean, look, can I, by the way, draw a distinction? I think it's important when we talk about crypto to just draw a distinction between two things. One is what I tend to call unbacked crypto, the Bitcoin variety. The other is stable coins. I think they're different animals in that sense. I'm afraid I continue to think that unbacked crypto, is essentially has no intrinsic value. It may have value to people who want to own bits of it, but it doesn't have an intrinsic value. And it is a highly volatile investment. I think it should be regulated appropriately with that in mind, but I think we have to always get the message across. That is a highly volatile instrument to hold. Now, you may want to hold it, but please understand what you've got. And it's not money. It is not in any sense money. Stablecoins purport to be money. They purport to be used in payments. You'll have seen that we've put out, we've got legislation now in this country which sets out the regulatory framework for stablecoins, which is important. And we in the Bank of England for so-called systemic stablecoins, those that would be used more widely, will put in place the rules around that. Now, because they purport to be money and because that is their intended use, they will have to be held to a higher standard. With unbacked crypto, it's not money. Nobody should, I think, be under any illusions. With stablecoins purporting to be money, they will have to maintain the standards of money. I think the public has a right to expect they hold their value, and so that's what we will be aiming for.
The only thing I was going to add to that, Andrew, was just some of the underlying technologies, particularly around distributed ledger technology, blockchain. They're obviously of interest. We're experimenting with them, just as a lot of other central banks are. The financial sector is doing a huge amount of experimentation to see if the use cases where they could
That's
be relevant.
the technology, not the crypto.
Yeah, but it's the technology that often gets emphasised as being, why people are getting involved in them. So, but that's certainly why we're interested in their potential use cases.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, to cap off this video for today, I think I'm going to leave you with a special message that you should all be reminded about. When the price of XRP ultimately rises, all of the infighting within XRP army members will stop. All of the talk of Ripple payments, quote, failing will stop. All the talk of XRP falling behind technologically will stop. The verbal attacks on Ripple will stop. We are currently in the anger phase, and we are almost in the disbelief phase. We're getting so close every single day. And like I stated after the Bitcoin ETF, we are in the sell the news stage of the Bitcoin ETF. This is a recovery, but I do expect one final pullback that will lead us into the, quote, depression phase right before XRP takes off. They need the last pullback in this market. One final cockback. I'm a big believer in this. And because of this, I have posted my emergency video on OnlyFans. I remember mentioning a couple days ago I was going to post it. However, the platform had failed me and wasn't allowing me to post. But now it's currently up for every single one of you. And I have to give a very special thank you to all of you in that community for your patience. Guys, stay the course. Pay attention to what's going on around you. Pay attention to your emotions and don't get triggered into making irrational actions. We're almost at the end of the line for XRP price suppression. And we're about to be in the front of the line into being godfathered in to the XRP price explosion and the next frontier. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the bearable bull here. Thanks for tuning in. As always, I appreciate every single one of you. Now I'll be back tomorrow with another video.
Hot tips will ruin you. If you want to be a successful investor, be boring. Please get some experience and please focus on what you already know. Don't listen to hot tips. We're all going to be down at the bar on Saturday. And I promise you, at least 10 people are going to come over and say, let me tell you about this company. Let me tell you about this stock. It is going to go through the roof. It is the best thing since sliced bread. You should buy this stock. And if you don't listen to him, don't worry. Someone else will come over and give you a hot tip. Please ignore them. It is not a good sign when you go to the dentist and the receptionist wants to talk to you about stocks. Don't get excited when everybody's excited. And please, if everybody's depressed, you should get excited. Emotions usually do not help when you're trying to make investment decisions. We're all human beings and we all have emotions, which can be a negative. Being cold-blooded and heartless can be useful if you are going to be a successful investor. Everybody should learn to only invest in what you yourself know a lot about. Don't listen to other people. Don't listen to hot tips. I mean, everybody watching this knows a lot about something. Fashion, sports, cars, something. And that's where you should focus. If I told you you only had 25 investments in your lifetime, you would be careful. You wouldn't jump in and out. Every time you heard a hot story, you wouldn't invest. You would be very careful and you would be successful. I know everybody thinks this is easy. It's never been easy for me. So please focus, concentrate, be disciplined, and wait until you find a good opportunity yourself. People will say, oh, that's boring. Be boring. If you want to be a successful investor, be boring. Diversification is not going to make you rich. Diversification is something that brokers came up with to protect themselves. So they won't sue you. And if they sue you, they won't win because you're diversified. If you want to get rich, you focus. You put all of your eggs in one basket. You better be sure it's the right basket, and you better watch that basket very, very closely, but that's how you get rich. Henry Ford didn't diversify. Thomas Watson didn't diversify. These guys put all their eggs in the right basket and got very rich. The problem with success is you think you know what you're doing, you think you're smart, you get cocky, you get arrogant. I learn more from my mistakes than I do from my successes.